Welcome back to another quick exercise with CAD Jungle. In today's exercise, we're going to be modeling this object here. Let's get started. Create a new component. Select the top view, and let's create a sketch on the visible plane. Create a series of circles in the center. Add dimensions. Create a rectangle. Make sure it intersects the edge of the circle. We're going to add dimensions later and constraints. Select the coincident constraint, select this point, make sure it intersects the circle. Add a dimension to this edge. We're going to measure from this edge to the center point to be 55 millimeters. And if I didn't mention before, all dimensions will be in millimeters. Let's create a second 2-point rectangle. So we can select any rectangle here, but we can also change it here in feature options. 2-point rectangle. Again, select this edge, add dimensions and constraints. Select the coincident constraint, select this point here, select this edge, add dimensions to this edge. Measure from this edge to the center point. And it's fully defined. But one last step. I want this edge and this edge to be construction lines so they would not be selected once we perform the extrusion. And now let's extrude it. Select the extrude command. Select the profile we just created. And if you notice, it doesn't really make that much of a difference, but if you notice, it's not selected. Direction is going to be symmetric. Measurement hole length. I'm going to make this about 50 millimeters. Let's add some fillets to these edges here. Select the top view. Just make sure display settings is set to perspective with ortho faces. Create a sketch in the visible plane. I'm going to select the 2-point rectangle. Make sure it intersects this edge here. Select the coincident constraint. Select this point here, make sure it intersects the circle. And do the same here. Let me backtrack. Let's add some dimensions first. It's going to be 6 millimeters. Select the coincident constraint. Select this point. Bring it here. Select the coincident constraint as well for this point here. Make sure it intersects this inner circle. Select the extrude command. We want to extrude the previous profile. Direction should be symmetric, and distance is going to be set to all. And it should cut right through. Select the right view. Create a sketch on this plane here. Rotate it. Create a construction line. Add some dimensions because it's going to be our anchor for our circles we're going to be creating. Center diameter circle. Turn off construction. Add dimensions. We're going to create 2 circles. Create a 2-point rectangle. I'm going to drag it down to about right here. Select the coincident constraint, select the line, and select the center point. Locks itself into place. Select the tangent constraint, select any edge. Let's add some dimensions to this line here. Select this line and make it construction geometry. I want to break this line right here, with actually the circle. So I'm going to select the circle, modify, break. And let's see what actually broke. So we also need to break this side too. Modify, break. Okay. And I'm going to select these 2 edges here and make them construction geometry so they're not selected. Finish the sketch. Select the extrude command. Select the profile we just created. Direction is going to be symmetric. Measurement should be whole length. And let's add some dimensions. Operation should be set to join. Now we have this geometry right here sticking out, so let's go ahead and select that and hit the delete key. And it removes it. Select the top view. Create a sketch on the visible plane. Once again, select a 2-point rectangle. But before we do that, hit the P key so we can project the shape of this object and give us some reference lines. Select a 2-point rectangle. Create a point and a center point until you can see the triangle and the X. So it'll be in the center here. We'll select the horizontal vertical constraint, select this point and line it up with this point here. The center point. Add dimensions to the rectangle we just created. We're going to measure this line to the edge, the bottom edge. And it's set. Let's extrude this because it's going to give us a slot. Select the extrude command. Select the profile we just created. Direction is going to be symmetric and distance should be set to all. We want to mirror this on the opposite side. So let's go to create, mirror. Object type should be set to features. We're going to select this extrusion, this deletion, and this extrusion. In the mirror plane, you can barely see it. It's going to be this plane here. And that gives us the shape we want. Select the top view. Create a sketch on the visible plane. And create a line. Make sure it intersects this edge here. Add some dimensions. From this point that was created to this point, make it 15 millimeters. This is going to be used for our rib. Select the rib command. Select the line we just created. It's already set, but it should be set to 6 millimeters. If you run into a situation where it's outside, just reverse it, flip direction. Let's add some holes using the hole command. Select this edge here. And we want to dimension it by using these two references here. So the first reference is I'm going to use this edge, and I'll make it 12 millimeters from this edge. Second reference, I want to use this edge here, if it'll let me. Let me grab this first. There we go. Okay, second reference is going to be this edge here. Make it 12, and correct that, make it 12. Just a simple hole, no threads. I'm going to go back and make a correction because I want it to go through all. Distance should be set to all. I want to mirror that hole. Select the mirror command. Select the hole we just created. Mirror plane. It's going to be this plane here, and it's set to the opposite side. And we're going to fillet the entire object. Give it a fillet of a 0.5. And that completes this project. Well, I hope you enjoyed this quick exercise. Stick around and I shall see you in the next video.